So what do you think of all that? The tutoring thing.
That's a good amount of stuff to dwell on.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's achievable?
If I put like 90% of my free time into it, I feel.
Yeah. You need time to as you say that, I realize I'm kind of adjusting you to do what I'm doing basically. Like, because now, like you see me, it's just work, sports, podcast, project.
Yeah.
For you it'd be, well, this is how I see you going into it.
Sure.
You just go in as much as you can whenever you can. So let's say at this start, right? I'm not gonna go boom, 10 students, go teach them. That's not how it goes.
Yeah.
At this stage, you're gonna go, what do I need? And together we'll come up with like a list of what do you need.
Like resources?
Uh,
Resources.
I suppose somewhat,
Sure.
a bit, not that many. Like in a sense of like, what do you need to like get your name out there and stuff? You know what I mean? Yeah. Where do we get you to start from? How do we set the system and the framework up? You know,
Okay.
Obviously, if we're looking at a criteria, we know the criteria involves people coming to you and you not coming to them, right?
Yeah.
You know how I am. I plan big so we can do small, right? So if I'm talking about fulfilling the criteria that people come to you, then I know the systems are your area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your local library.
Yeah.
And your uni library. Great.
Yep.
Choose one, Clint, where you think you can operate out of. Can you operate out of your own house?
Probably not.
Okay, that's that. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Perfect. So it's only local library
Or uni library.
and uni library. Great. That's good. You know why that's good? Because now we're playing this like a game. This is the video game. You know when you fucking color out the fucking territories and shit? In sim video games where you capture all the fucking flags, or you do all the missions or whatever of that territory. Boom, like, you know, the red territory becomes
right,
green.
yeah.
There. You've got the library and you've got the uni library.
Yeah.
Let's start with the library first as an example. I feel like that's an easier one than the uni library.
Sure.
Somehow you need to be able to let everyone, like let the people in around your local library know that you offer this service.
Yeah.
You teach math, you teach physics.
Selling points as well, of course.
Pardon?
Selling points, of course.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
yeah.
the package you education. That's the thing. You meet them, and like you know, then we start working because the tutoring ain't you're hiring me to get this job done. Tutoring is you're hiring me so we can work together. True.
Yeah.
You're working together with them. The selling points I don't focus on right now because they will be there.
Yeah.
Is because the selling points when you show up or when they show up and they meet you. Boom.
Yeah.
When you're teaching them, they're learning. Boom. See my point?
Yeah.
And then how you distinguish yourself from everyone else, what you bring forward and stuff like that, how vibrant you want to be as a teacher. If you're doing science and there's a level of, okay, maybe for this lesson we're going to be outside. If you can bring that variety. If you don't need to, you won't have to. I'm just giving you an example.
Sure.
All right. So there you go. That's something you can start with. There's no point me like hitting you with a lot because there's so much that we can do. You get that done, boom, you've got like a base going around your area, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is all the schools and stuff around your area. You got different students and stuff. Those students have friends. Great. You start expanding. Cool. So perfectly, it becomes a job whereby what you have to do, because you line them up, you time them up, and you line them up, right? So after school hours, so you have basically 3:30 onwards.
Yeah.
Right, the closest people can get there, let's say 4 o'clock even. Some people want to eat after, fine. Depends on your demand. You play your shift. This is how you play this game. This is how you feel it out. You go 4 o'clock. Okay, cool. You got your student, and you can line them up. I reckon you go till, because then they live locally as well. Everyone's just going home. It's in their area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Great. So then your job becomes after uni. You know, instead of going straight home.
Go to the library or something.
Your base, your HQ, so you can teach.
Yeah.
Done. Because what are you doing in that time? You're making money and you're creating your name, getting it out there, creating people know you and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
There you go. And then from then, you can then, well, this is because for the sake of speaking, I'm going to say, but that's your first mission.
Yeah.
Your first mission is find out everything you need to have, sort out what we can. It's very big with what we can do and what we can't do, right? Line it up based on your time. Because the thing is, my example is, I never used to be that into sports. Now you can see that I am heaps into sports. I love it. Like I'm really hoping like it's not too late for me, that if I just keep working hard, I'll be able to get to some kind of professional level. That's where my head's at. Just keep getting better and better, like healthy. I'm staying well. You know, I don't have to cut weight or anything like that. I have to be extremely healthy. I can snack. I let myself go. But still, I'm eating well and training well. That's my thing, right? But before I picked up this sports stuff, it was like barely had any sports in me, and I was just studying and working stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I go back to studying, I'm gonna make that sports a priority because I already have it. It's on my skeleton. You know what I mean?
Right.
I won't compromise other stuff. Because things that have, because you line up the things that have to happen. If I do this amount of sports and I want to keep it, I go, if this is the amount of sports that has to happen, this is the amount of study that has to happen. Cool. Now we're playing with the amount of time that I can shift and like lose and stuff. Let's see how much. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So in this case, your work, the job that you have, is something that has to happen. It's good. You keep it. Good connections. Yes. Second thing is yourself, as in
hobbies and whatnot.
Studying.
Okay. Yeah.
You're studying. That's something that has to happen. You have to get your education. Everything's compulsory. You've got to show up to everything. Right? Let's not cut those corners. We can officially make those corners work if you want to start playing around, and that's when you get the efficiency of having a little base in Macquarie as well.
Yeah.
Right. So but then that's the thing that you put on. You put on. So the two things that you have to have. This third thing that you're taking on is the tutoring.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Once you have that, things that you don't need to have, now you start listing them. See what I mean? You're in your sports there, bro. You live really close to the climbing gym. You can do that. Night, wrap it up. Before bed, boom, climb, done. Make sure you get to bed easier.
Yeah.
Get into a good routine. You were talking to me about going to sleep at 5 a.m, bro. It's fucked.
Yeah.
I know. It's because like, can I present this? Like, I haven't figured out the math properly.
Sure.
But something that I've thought about, and this isn't. I'm someone who sleeps late, and I still do. 2 a.m, 3 a.m. You know what I mean? But like, I found this benefit in sleeping early is like if you sleep late, you end up paying for it later.
Yeah.
If you sleep late and you wake up early, obviously you're fucked.
Yeah.
Right? If you sleep late and you wake up late, well, you've woken up late. Those hours that you had in the night, hey, I get it. If you're doing work, fair enough, whatever. And if you're okay to lose those days the next day, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Right? So there's okay if you're staying at 5 a.m. If a day like you might want to earn it, right?
Sure.
But then there's a level of like, if you sleep early, like 10, 11, 12, you wake up early without that much effort. 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And do you see how you get that same amount of time as if you stayed up late? Similar. I'm like, that's what I meant. I haven't worked the math out, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Theoretically,
your
it should be equal.
Being able to do things, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, and that's the thing. I think you should be able to shift on and off. Sometimes there are times where, a lot of this work needs to be done in the nighttime. Because for me, sometimes my best thing comes out during the night. A lot of this fucking podcast was planned out during the nighttime, A lot of it. In fact, all the editing happens up until 2 a.m. All my fucking editing, I edit. Once it's 2 a.m, I edit the last fucking video. I let that run through the night while I go to sleep. Next morning I wake up and finish editing and we're good to post. Huge tangent. But the point being, that's your skeleton. You if you know you've got the time to, because bro, free time is exactly that. It's free time.
Yeah.
This is some huge Gary Vaynerchuk shit. You know Gary Vaynerchuk?
No, first time hearing of him.
Gary V.
What of him?
The entrepreneur. The guy who hustle all these. You know that culture of like work, hustle hard, all that shit. Okay, I'm surprised you don't know Gary V. You should check him out. But my point being, what he says is like, we have this huge culture of people working from Monday to Friday and they're excited for the weekend. They're excited because it's like, that's the rest. That's it. Yeah, I get it. I understand that. But that's the rat race. The rat race is literally that.
Yeah.
The people who sidestep that, the people who want to do more, they're not excited for the weekend like that. They're excited for the weekend because that's time for me to work my own shit.
Right.
The people who now own things, they own their weekend time by using that weekend time on things that they wanted to own today. Whatever they've built for themselves. They use the I finish work at 6:30. Great. From 6:30, including eating everything till I get to bed, I'm doing what I need to do. I do the thing that I want to earn. For me, I said sports and then a show, a bit. I'm working on that through the night. And that's what I'm saying for you. Like, at this early stage, before you're actually sitting down teaching, there is a level of, you're going to go to uni. When you get to uni, before class, you got an hour, 2 hours, great. Sit down, start mind mapping this shit. What do I want? Like, what do I need? What do I need to sort out? Who do I need to call, contact? These plans, these work. Like, have a notebook. Start writing this shit up. Because like, they're just moves you gotta fucking make, man. These moves that you need to make. Same thing with my AE thing. Like, bro, I wake up today, I had plans and they went a different way, but hey, I knew I had to work with you. Cool. So I've got to be better. I got to move. I was in bed today. I didn't want to get out. Yeah. But I knew if I don't get out now, I don't eat my lunch. If I don't eat my lunch, that's not good in the long run for working out and everything.
Right.
And if I don't eat my lunch and I sit down with it, just everything sets up the time awkwardly. And I pushed a little bit. You saw. You came here and I was just finishing. Literally, I was at the very end of the meal. I was on the other end of that meal. See my point?
Yeah.
Like, but it's. I feel like it's a muscle. You just keep training it. And like right now, I'm really happy. Like for you that you've got this consistent job of yours.
Yeah.
But I want to say this, right? The person that I spoke to last time was weak. The person that I spoke to now is stronger. However, this person now is stronger. I don't think anything's changed. I think you're just lucky you got a job come through and it's helped you out good.
Yeah.
It's put you in a stronger foundation. That's not wrong. That's not to take anything out of you. Because you have to be able to step up to that, to be able to be that. And you have, clearly. That's why you got the job.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, you
I have a greater potential.
Belt, you wear that white belt, you keep that cup empty, and you've got room to grow.
Right.
You've got room to... Hey, because this job was just luck. It was handed to me. Thank you, these people who own an establishment and have given me a routine so I can, keep that. So I don't have to fucking sleep fucking 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. Because I've got something the next day. I've got a commitment. Hey, listen, Clint, you and I know, man's got to work, bro. Man's got to work. And I know you're coming fresh out. This is so good that you've got this job because you're going to come fresh out of that whole last time we spoke. You're just gaming and stuff. You're doing nothing because that does get boring after a while. Yeah. You that's why, like, I love games, bro. But, like, the thing at the end of the day, I realize, because I like stories, so I'll still play games, but I'm just putting effort, moving my hands into things that's just on the screen. And it just moves and it's just all been laid out. It's all been written out and that's it. Yeah. And at the end of that game, you just go, oh shit, I just burnt out all this time sitting here doing nothing. I haven't created anything. Yes, you enjoy your game, and that's why I still play games and stuff. I enjoy it. But you know what I mean? In that, people dedicate 127 hours to a game. I get there's a level of like streamers and people who make content. Hey, power to you if that's what you're sorting out. But my point being, 127 hours in a game, if you're not making anything out of that, you could be doing something else. Right. And it's not to take away, it's not just even say that you shouldn't be playing games. You should be. You need to reward yourself, man. You got to reward yourself. True. But the thing is, don't make that 127 hours happen in one sitting when you could have like broken the 127 hours up into over a few days and gotten a bunch of work done for yourself. And then at the end of that, reward yourself with, fucking 10, 20 hours. I don't know. How many hours you need? See what I mean? Right. And at the end, and the thing is that 10, 20 hours can add up to 127 hours because after those 10, 20 hours, you go back to doing your work again. And you're back onto the game again. It just keeps compounding and adding. You then you finish what you want in the game. Me too. And you have a product at the end of it. Right. You're only a little bit younger than me. You're not that much younger than me.
Yeah, 2-3 years.
But like lately, I've started to realize like I'm still pretty young. I have still fallen in the conversation of people going, "Yeah, man, you got time," which is great. I love it. I love existing in this like level of there's no pressure. At least I feel it, right? Only because I feel there's no pressure because I have my head in something I'm working on. This AE thing, it might flop, but I'm really fascinated by it. At the end of it, if it flops, I picked up a bunch of skill sets. Yeah. I can do stuff with it. It's in an area of things that I want to work with. Sometimes I might want to admit, I just want to be number 2. I might just want to be the person who helps out based on like my experiences. Maybe I wasn't meant, whatever. But that's fine. I'll play around. Same thing with this. Dude, if you make this and you're able to... Because I told you, I'm now telling you how to run this tutoring thing. And when you asked me what my experience with tutoring was, it was horrible. Yeah. Why would I put that upon you? Because I see there's potential in it. Because I saw what went wrong with me. and I see what everyone's going wrong with everyone else, and you've also seen it as well. And you know me, I like my prestige, and I also know that if we nail the model, there's enough students to go around for everyone, man. First, that's my first point. We nail the model, we can create the model. If we're able to do it, then your friends should be able to do it. And this is, oh my god, it sounds like a pyramid scheme, but it's not, because I'm not trying to get anyone to pay me. No one should be paying me or anything.
No.
It's them going out and creating their own. That's the pyramid. Like, no, there is no pyramid. It's me with the brain talking to you. And you just talk to your mates, and then they decide to do it if they don't, or they won't. That's it. That's what it is. There is no pyramid. I'm never like, fuck that. MLMs are the worst.
Oh god.
But my point being here, we take this education. Like, if I'm able to, if what I'm saying is correct and it's doable, and I give it to you, you're able to create this. You've got the model. You create this for yourself. It's good, right? You don't have enough hours a day to teach every fucking student in your area, bro. You just don't. And because you do have to supplement with a lot of what's going in your life as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great. You can then show your other friend how to do it, and your friends can, it's literally teach a man how to fish. Literally, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then you got, and by the end, what I'm hoping for, and I'm the reason why I'm scared about the pyramid scheme is because if you do know a pyramid scheme, you understand you can only do like 10 loops and like you're done.
Yeah.
You're finished. You've run out of people on the planet.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to do. What I am trying to do is, like if you let someone, at the end of this, I want all students to at least have that option. You finish year 12, you have the option, and because the blueprint's already been written, for you to go explore and create your own shit. Create your own thing that you can open up and exist and have around.
Yeah.
That doesn't cost too much infrastructure. It shouldn't, because a lot of this is just training. That's why. The lack of infrastructure, the lack of owning a place is because it's, hey bro, why the fuck am I getting you to spend and rent a place so you can tutor kids when we don't even know you're going to do a good job or not? We don't even know you're going to like it.
Yeah.
See, there's a lot of good things, pros and cons of tutoring thing. A lot of good entry level, like moving in, working with money, stuff like that, dealing with customers. There's a lot of like flexing that muscle to get better.
Yeah.
It's just good long-term life skills.